But I want to cover today's really, I'm upset about this Peter Navarro thing. 71-year-old, the treasurer, the guy who was in charge of the economic development for Donald Trump, Harvard PhD, Peter Navarro, one of our favorite guys from the War Room, and they arrested him. But before I go into the Arrested Development narrative, let's talk to Mercedes. Welcome to the show today.
Thanks.
Glad to have you here. Glad to see we got some. What do we got? Oh, we got pillows on your desk. There's always something on your desk that I don't know about.
We got new stuff from My Pillow. Check out this travel pillow, this nice one. Here, I'll go this way next to the guys. So this has got flamingos on it. Zooming in, boom, boom. Hey, let me see yours that you have for Mike.
This is how I travel. I let people know where I'm coming from. I lay down there in my head, put my head upon I sleep better on the plane knowing that Mike Lindell has got my back.
Hey man,
so
you're guarding the Constitution. Mike's holding
and he's holding the Constitution too.
Look at that.
Come on, close on here, Mr. Producer. There we go. Look at that. You don't want to miss Mike Lindell. He's holding that's a good point, Carl. Good eye.
Yeah.
And then, not to be left out, of course, pet beds. I didn't realize Mike had little pet beds for your dogs, but they have those as well. So fun, different prints that you get for your little pet. So all sorts of stuff. Hey, man, he does more than pillows. Although I just showed you two pillows, a travel pillow and a dog pillow. But you have around you, we ordered.
All right, well.
Are you going to do this?
I'm going to do this. Well, here, I got to. Hold on a second. My chair's. Look. Hold it a second.
Dun, dun, dun,
what the heck? No wonder I can't sleep at night. I don't have on my Mike Lindell Giza sheets.
Yes.
Hey, what do you think? I'm Lance of Arabia. Close up on this. Look at this, people.
It's majestic, one would say.
Do you think so? I feel kind of like Romanesque, senatorial here.
Caesar-esque.
Caesar-esque.
Maybe we should do a show like that one day.
I should do it just for Right Wing Watch. Lance Wallnau, the populist movement, Caesar. Well, anyway, these Giza sheets are as soft and supple and comfortable as anything you've ever slept in. You wrap yourself in these with your pillows, and you won't be coming out of hibernation for a couple of hours. You want to go to mypillow.com and use promo code LANCE. And you yourself can be wrapped in the same lovely Giza sheets that I'm wearing right now, and nestle your head in one of Mike's pillows, and you'll sleep better than you have in a long time. Matter of fact, my recommendation is don't watch the news, just watch this show and wrap yourself in Giza sheets.
Now, is this going to be the robe alternative for the Lance rants?
Well, Annabelle doesn't want me. Well, it's your fault. You and Annabelle don't want me wearing my Mike Lindell robe for my Lance rants late at night.
It's inappropriate.
And it's inappropriate. Well, Carl, I appreciate Carl dressing up. He's wearing something formal for us today.
You know what's up.
And I appreciate that. And Jonathan, you always look like a fine young conservative man. That's what I like about you.
Jonathan looks like he could have just gotten off his mega yacht in Palm Beach. And
he does.
He's here to hang out.
I will take it. I'll take that mega yacht.
And just so we're clear, it was over the weekend that he was on the yacht. He's been working since Monday.
Yes.
He hits the work week hard.
Yep.
All right, well, let's hit the stories right now because I remember that. LanceWallnau.com. Actually, no, forget that. MyPillow.com with
promo code
Lance.
All right.
And you can join me in the Giza sheets. Now, my friend, Peter Navarro, 71-year-old, lives next door to the FBI in Washington, D.C. At any moment, they could have just come over there, knocked on his door. He would have been glad to go in and discuss with them why it is he wasn't going to appear in front of the burlesque show that they're calling the January 6th Commission, which, by the way, they're doing a show Thursday night. You know that? That's supposed to be big on the news. They brought in a producer from, I don't know, the Today Show, who is going to help them give star quality to their narrative about how the conservative, shofar-blowing Catholic charismatics stormed the Bastille. No guns, just with a lot of selfies. But nevertheless, they were locked up, hauled off to jail, put in solitary confinement, wrapped the Capitol up with militia, and just now they're having the insurrection hearings. And my concern is there's a certain amount of knuckleheads that only watch the left-wing news that actually think that this is an official commission looking into something. What Navarro said is he is protected, just like Eric Holder, Barack Obama's dude, was protected when he actually was running guns that got into the Mexican drug cartel's hands off of a stupid Fast and Furious debacle, which most of you didn't cover, didn't follow closely because Trump wasn't running for office. So most of us came awake civically once Donald Trump came on the scene. But this Barack Obama had this guy, Eric Holder, and he was directly in defiance of Congress, contempt of Congress. He refused to go, proclaiming that he had executive privilege because he was meeting with little Barack Obama here. So I got Barack Obama here. And so he was meeting with him. So he was exempt based upon DOJ articles that say that if you're an advisor to the president, your conversations with the president are kind of like attorney-client privilege. You're giving him advice or discussing things. You are not going to be called before Congress to have to reveal what your private conversations were with the president. So what Navarro said and what Bannon said is the president himself is taking this thing to the highest court, saying, I have a certain amount of executive privilege. When I'm meeting with my staff and team, our conversation, regardless of what we're talking about, it could be talking about baseball scores. You don't have a right to interrogate us on the Hill with your political congressional hearings. And so because Trump isn't going, Navarro said, I'm not going to go. The president himself is defying this. Bannon and him both end up getting arrested. And this is all political punishment. Tucker Carlson did a monologue last night, which, you know, my problem is I DVR Fox. And so when I get home at the end of the day, my wife has the right strategy. She's in the other room, laughing away at something. And I get more irritated because she's happily disconnected from the turmoil that I'm exposed to. And I'm watching Tucker, and I'll tell you what, Tucker's nailing it. He's just hitting it. And he's talking last night. He said, Peter Navarro, 71-year-old man, goes to an airplane, goes to a jet to go fly, and instead of them going next door, the FBI lives right next door, and meeting with him in private, they send over a SWAT team, just like with Roger Stone. And they shackle him with his wrists, and they shackle him in his feet, and they strip search him and stick him in a cell where he's in solitary confinement overnight, and he can't talk to a lawyer, and he can't get anything to drink. He's being punished, a political punishment from the Marxist Democrats that targeted him to punish him because they don't like that Navarro's exposing their incompetence as a media personality. Boy, that just burns me up, folks. So trying to compel testimony, he is withstanding them. But now they're going to have their show on Thursday night, which I don't think is going to get very good ratings because nothing they're doing is that interesting. But they're going to nevertheless do a Thursday night show. And I'm trying to read an article here. There's nothing in it that's worth reading to you because there's nothing.
There is so much more waiting for you over at lancewallnau.com/podcast. This was only an excerpt. This isn't the whole episode. There's so much over there. Be sure you go check it out. lancewallnau.com/podcast. See you over there.
You know, I wrote a book and I talked about Haggai, the prophet, talking about God is going to shake all the nations, including economic systems. And then just recently I got challenged by a verse. It says, the silver is mine and the gold is mine. And I began to think, you know what? I'd hate to find out there was a promise and a warning here on silver and gold, and I never even thought about it. And that's the reason why I want you guys to do something right now. You want to get a 20-page special report on silver and gold. Go to lancewallnau.com/Birch, because Birch Gold is one organization that is being used by a lot of very credible people right now in order to position themselves with silver and with gold. You need to now start to look into this and learn what it is that maybe God was trying to say, that the silver is mine and the gold is mine. Go to lancewallnau.com/Birch and find out for yourself.